Are you serious?
Hello, my name's Marcus Bronzy. This is How to Kill an Hour, and we're back with a brand new season, a brand new flavour is kind of the best way to say we're going to be doing this podcast, because we're going to be switching up things a little bit. First thing we're going to be switching up is we're bringing a new co-host into the fold. Over the years, we've had Dev, we've had Nick Bright, we've had Funk Butcher sitting in the hot seat, and now I'm happy to bring on someone who you've probably heard of, you've probably seen on TV, movies, you've probably downloaded his album, he's Grammy Award winning, he's Oscar Award winning, Screen Actors Guild Award winning, BAFTA winning, what else? He's won everything. It's my mate Sean.
What's going on?
How's it going, bruv? And we are actually mates from like a very long time ago. How long have we been mates for, Sean?
Too long, mate. It's been, I think I was like 5, we were 5, maybe?
Yeah, known each other since you're about 5 years old, yeah.
Something like that. Right?
Yeah.
Primary school.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Like since we were 5 years old, and he's the sort of person that I would have loved to have done a podcast with for ages. And I was like sitting there thinking like, it'd be good to do a podcast with Sean. So I picked up the phone and said, Sean, you know that podcast thing that I do? Do you fancy getting involved in it? And you were like, nah. So after a bit of convincing, I got him down to the studio. And how we'll be switching up things a bit, Sean. I mean, I'll let you share that with the audience. How are we going to be switching up things on the pod, would you say? Because before we spoke about quite a lot of tech and gadgets and stuff like that. But what we're going to be talking about in today's show is going to be a little different, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to keep it viral.
Yeah.
We've been scouring the web to find as much funny content. Things that tickle us, right?
Yeah.
We'll see if what we share with you tickles you as well. I mean, that's the idea.
I think there's a lot of ticklish stuff in there, bruv.
Yeah.
Right, so let's crack straight on with it. So Sean and I have been delving through the internet, and there's a lot of stuff that I think we laugh at off air. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we laugh at. Obviously, we've got WhatsApp groups, we've got like Instagram groups, whatever. We send each other stuff that we chuckle at. So let's share some of that. I mean, I'm going to kick off straight. I'm very late to Reddit. Like, I've known of Reddit, and I've dabbled around in it, but I've been digging around in Reddit to find stories. And there was one thing that I think we did on the show a little while back, which was like, we spoke about Florida men, which is just crazy people, which we'll probably get back to on this show, in this season of the show. And Am I the Arsehole, which is AITA, where people tell you about a story and ask you if they're the arsehole. And I have got an Am I the Arsehole coming up. But I found a whole new part of Reddit, which is called TIFU, which is...
Go on.
Today, I fucked up. Okay. So this Today I Fucked Up is called, Did I Fuck Up by Asking My High School Crush to... And I'll get into the in just a sec, right? So I've always had a crush on this girl, but we graduated a few years ago and I never had the courage to ask her out. Fast forward to a week ago when I saw a post of hers on Facebook. I clicked on her profile just out of curiosity and saw that her relationship status was single. Ching! That's how people find out about that nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Back in the day, you'd have to like, look at me, we're getting old man talk straight. But back in the day, you'd have to ask like, yo, is so-and-so single? Yeah, like, has she got a man or has she seen anyone? But yeah, obviously.
Black and white now, you know what I mean? It's black and white. You just go on there.
Facebook, innit? Just boom, in a relationship. Well, what if they forget to update it? Anyway, whatever. I'm single as well, but not looking for a relationship right now. Cool, whatever, I get it. So I sent her a message to ask her how she was doing, and we exchanged a few messages, just talking about our lives and such. Then I asked her if she was really single, and she said, yeah, why? I basically said that I always found her attractive, and I'd love to have sex with her if she was interested. I wanted to be honest and blunt about my intentions. Other Redditors have reported using this approach successfully. I let her know it was no big deal if she wasn't interested. Before I carry on,
I want to know whether he worded it like that.
What, like literally?
I'm interested. No, I would like to have sex with you.
So it's like this. Yeah, and that's about what's been going on in my life.
But I want to know if he went, are you interested? With sex? Interested?
Well, like that.
Or like a little piece of paper in it that you could sort of...
Yeah. Interested? It's a weird way of saying it, isn't it? Like, are you it sounds like you're about to say, are you interested in going for a little walk or a glass of drink, or like a glass of... Interested in going for a glass of wine, a glass of drink? A glass of drink?
Talking about glasses of drink. Look at the size of this guy. A fucking ocean in a glass.
Do you know what though, Sean? I hate it when you go to your mate's house. I hate going to my mate's house and asking for a glass of water. And when you go to someone's house who you don't know too well.
So,
like
so not a mate, like an acquaintance.
An acquaintance, okay, yeah. Like if I was at your house this would be
Bruv,
totally different.
You just drink from the tap at my
Yeah.
the hose pipe, whatever. Innit?
I'd walk in, drink from the tap, then go, yeah, how you doing, mate? You're right. I wouldn't even ring your doorbell, just let myself in. But like, yeah, like I hate it when you're at someone's house who's an acquaintance and you ask for a drink. It always happens to me when I'm parched. I like a drink, and they give you like a tiny little shot glass of water, and you're like, can I have another one, please? And they're like, all right, give you another one. You're
That's
like,
a bit thirsty, isn't it?
you go again,
Thirsty, bro.
and they're like, all right, mate. And I'm like, yeah, can I have another one? And they're like, oh, freaking. Do you know what I mean?
You know what
It's
this is
awkward.
like? This is like Mickey Flanagan when he was talking about when he goes and he embarrasses his wife by asking for ketchup everywhere, and they give him like the little thing,
Yeah.
and he just grabs it and goes, "Yeah, I'll have the bottle, please." One of them ones.
Yeah, that annoys because I like ketchup as well. That genuinely happens to me, bro. Now I'm just like, can you bring 2 ketchups and 2 mayonnaises? And then you just have to work with it, bro. I'm a bit of a sauce fiend as well, you know. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, so he asked her if she was interested in having sex, and it was okay if she wasn't interested in having sex with him. She said, "Why would you even ask that?" and blocked me. I've been thinking about
wow.
it. Yeah, blocked. Locked off. I've been thinking about it for the last week, and I'm kicking myself that I said that. I really wish I could go back in time and redo the whole conversation. I know it came off as creepy, and it makes me cringe just to think about it.
Well, it doesn't sound like they were close friends. It was like he just reached out to her randomly. So it's not like you've lost, someone close to you.
Yeah.
You shot your shot. Is that correct?
He fucking he loaded a bazooka and fired it.
Shooted your shot.
He shooted his load. He shot his
No,
load.
he was hoping to shoot his load, but so he took his shot and it backfired spectacularly.
man.
But you know, if you don't shoot your shot, then how are you supposed to know?
Yeah, but brother, I don't think we come from the generation of men that are like, hey man, it's been years, it's been really nice talking to you, and like, oh, how's things going? Oh yeah, cool. Do you want to have some sex? Like, that's the truth. Are you interested in some sex? The fucking that is creepy, isn't it? Can I interest you in a session of sex?
But again, it all comes down to like how he said it,
Yeah.
how it was approached. Like he didn't say that he just was like, hey, and then dropped it.
Yeah.
There was some messages exchanged. Like maybe he was like, oh, are you really single at that point? And she's like, oh yeah, why?
Yeah.
Come on, surely she
Yeah.
getting a gauge of potentially where this is going.
Maybe she was cool with it. Maybe she was on board, and maybe his next step was, yo, should we go and grab a drink sometime and catch up in person? Like maybe that first, innit? Should we go grab a little bite to eat or something? But he was like, should we go and have some sex?
I don't know where you're going with this at all. So he just went, he went a little bit.
Yeah.
To 100. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, some of the comments here are quite funny. Someone said, wow, you went from 0 to down to fucking 4.9 seconds. DTF, boy. That's just a bit. It was a bit. Like, I don't know, bruv. Like, listen, I'm not going to be the one to try and give you relationship advice, but I will say this, right? Maybe try going for a drink first. Meeting in person first, maybe.
Maybe try not to just skip all of the steps in the middle.
Yeah. And to believe when people on Reddit or any social media say, yeah, it worked for me, man. I just said, do you want to have sex? And it worked. It may have worked for them, but they're the 1 in a million where that's worked for.
This is the thing, right? Everybody gives you their anecdotal evidence from themselves, and a lot of the time you're like, yes, but we exist on very different parameters. Do you know what I mean?
So what Sean's saying is it could work for him because he's sexy, but it might not work for you because you're not sexy.
Oh, I'm glad you picked up on that. That's exactly what I was trying to say with that.
So yeah, man, that's one of my stories. I mean, they're not all going to be like freaking agony aunt and uncle stuff, but I had to just fight. Mate, it was just looking at this thinking, you know what it was? It reminded me of our teenage angst when we were youngsters and we had to chat up people. Like it was probably one of the most exciting, but also one of the most nerve-wracking things you have to do, to tell a girl that you liked her in person.
Yeah, it's vulnerable
For the first time. I mean, when you're older, right, it's cool. You might have been knocked a few times. You might have had a few relationships, but the first time you're going to tell someone that you like them, wow, it's a big deal, bro. Very big deal. Yeah, man. What have you got one that you want to get into, Sean, or do you want me to go again?
Crack on.
All right, cool. All right, I have got an Am I the Arsehole one, right? That's another relationship one, but this, I think you're going to feel like this guy is an arsehole, right? A few days ago, my girlfriend Trish, not her real name,
Okay.
Good one.
I'm guessing this is in America already.
Yeah, it's got to be in it. It feels American, isn't it? A few days ago, my girlfriend Trish was cleaning the kitchen windows. In the midst of her cleaning, she accidentally knocked over a dish from a drying rack that landed and shattered an expensive wine glass of mine. I say mine because it was given to me by my mother as a Christmas gift last year. The glass retails for about $120.
Damn.
Yeah, it's expensive glass, isn't it? Also, like, I don't think I've ever received a glass from my mum for Christmas, you know. It's a very specific thing to ask for, isn't it?
Well, this is the thing, right? If potentially you were like big into your wines, and then yeah, I could see it happening, but I'm not really big into wine, so
I'm not, bruv. I know why they do the swishing around thing now to see if it's got legs in it, because that's
see if it's got legs.
But I don't know if it's a good leg on it or not. Like you swiggle it around, and the dribble that goes down the glass is meant to be.
Do you just go legs?
Yeah. I just swiggle it around and go. You've got to give it like a little. What's it like? I've got to say like an upper class.
Yeah. Or that Dave Chappelle voice he has when he speaks to the Fed. See?
Yeah, man. Right. Just thinking, I'm going to take that. If I get pulled over again, officer, hello, constable. Right. So yeah, she told me when she told me she'd broken the glass by accident, which she was very nervous about because she knew the glass was expensive. Ricky, this guy sounds like a bit of a prick already.
Yeah.
We had like a bit of an arsehole. We had a discussion. May classify this as an argument. So they had an argument that lasted 3 days about how it would get replaced and who would pay. After all of this talking, she finally said she'd give me 40% of the cost to replace the glass.
Wait, hold on a minute. How did they come up with this figure? I want to know all the processes, right? How they whittled it down to 40%.
Do you reckon it was like a 20, 60, 30,
like
50?
like a porn stars negotiation. PAWM, by the way, porn stars negotiation.
Yeah,
one of them ones, where you know where you're going to end up, but you got to go through the game minute.
Yeah.
One of them ones.
And then halfway through, 69. Not appropriate time. It's a serious time. I had initially asked that she'd replace the glass in full. Well, there you go. That's the answer to your question. So he said 100%, and she was like, nah. So he initially asked that she replace the glass in full, but after the discussion realized that if we're partners, it would be logical to use the 60-40 calculation that we use for everything else. Maybe, I think what that is maybe because men get paid more than women, they worked out that in their scenario, he gets paid a bit more. So 60-40 makes it a fair split for all the bills.
It's an assumption that you're throwing onto this.
I've got to though. Why else would it be 60-40?
It's true.
He would earn more than her. And then
did they say it was? Oh yeah, she paid 40. Okay.
Yeah, she paid 40, 64. I've got to presume he gets paid more not because he's a nice guy, because he's a prick. So I've got to presume it's because he's a man, bruv. All right. Do you want some more background?
Let's go.
You're going to go anyway.
Let's go.
So Trish and I have been living together for about a year. When we initially decided to move in together, we decided to split all expenses 60-40 because of our combined income distribution.
Okay, that's fair.
I make 60% of our gross monthly earnings. She makes 40%. After the initial agreement, Trish has now said that she does not feel good about this agreement of her paying 40% of the glass and wants me to give the money back to her. Her reasoning is that A, it was an accident. B, she would never want to buy any stupid ass wine glass that was that expensive ever again. And my arguments, though, are that if we are to live together, we're going to have to share the costs. And inevitably, we're going to break and things are going to break and they're going to need replacing and repairing. Like this wine glass, again, which was a gift from my mother, and I'd like to replace it so that we have a matching set once more. More background.
Wait, how many glasses are there? Is there 2 in the set?
Yeah, so I think she's broken one of a 2 glass set. The glass set was $240.
Unless it, yeah.
Or was it
sounds like that, unless it was 120 for 2.
Yeah, that sounds a bit more sensible. Like $60. Even then, that's too expensive. Right?
Could be either, right? I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, definitely a crystal glass here, isn't it? That's what it is, yeah. More background. I know for a fact that Trish is financially able to reimburse me that 40% and would suffer no undue hardship due to the loss of those funds. On the other hand, I'm also fully able to replace the glass without it affecting my financial stability. This is sounding partridge, isn't it? Am I the asshole for asking Trish to reimburse 40% of the wine glass she broke by accident?
First of all, let's put it out there. This guy's a bit of a prick. But I will say this, depending on where you're at in your relationship, it's only been a year, right? But depending on where you're at in your relationship will define what your stance is on this, right? Because you could be not so much of a prick, but she's just doing stuff constantly. It's just winding you up in it. You're not gonna let this wine glass thing go in it. Whereas potentially it could be like, oh yeah, it's fine, babe. Don't worry about it. It's
Why do I feel like you're bringing your own life into this? Are you bringing your own previous relationships into this?
That is what I'm going to be doing here, bro. That's what you.
She was like, she could be a dick, yeah, because she never fucking fills up the dishwasher, right? She only fills it up 90%, yeah, and she never turns it on, bro.
She only fills it up 40%.
40%. And I have to fill 60%. Oh man! So what if there's like 2 plates, yeah, for dinner? Like, what does she do? Take half of his plate?
Well, she drops another one.
She smashes it into pieces. So I think we're both in agreement that he's the arsehole here, right?
Yeah.
What a!
It's
the language that he used in it. Yeah, go on.
But it's way about if I were to break something that of my partner's which I knew she really liked.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't just be like, yeah, I broke it, whatever it is, deal with it. That's a little bit different to being like, oh, I'm very sorry for doing this, but therefore you would expect your partner to be going, oh no, don't worry about it.
It's all right.
Just like buy me another one, isn't it?
So 100%.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I broke something that I knew someone really liked, I'd just try and replace it.
Yeah, you probably would.
But if I was with somebody who used that kind of language, like, are you going to reimburse me for this glass? I'd be like, now that you started talking all sexy, I don't feel like I'll do it out of the goodness of my heart. But now I feel like
is this the same guy?
Yeah.
Sex? Interested?
Yeah.
Is it the same guy?
Yeah. And I'm going to do 60% of the work and you're going to do 40% of the work, yeah? Okay?
I think we can agree that this guy is... I don't know if you're a woman at this point and you're like...
Yeah.
Is this the guy I want to spend the rest of my life with?
Yeah, man. I don't know. And also, the thing is, though, you're in a position where you're doing 60-40. So I feel like you almost are in a position where you're getting to the stage of thinking, right, we all put our money into a pot and we pay our bills together, or we put our expenses into a pot and pay our bills together. I'd feel like, wouldn't you just... If you're going in that direction, wouldn't you have a little bit of money on the side for accidents and stuff like that? Clearly, they haven't got to that point yet.
Yeah, gotta have a glass fund.
Yeah. a broken glass fund, did it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Anyway, Sean, before we move on though, edit. It appears according to popular sentiment on Am I the Arsehole? I am the arsehole.
Yeah, I think we could have. I think we kind of came to that conclusion.
I have therefore given Trish back her money. Thank you for the comments that gave gentle and thoughtful wisdom on what they believed might be the more of the root cause of this argument. I don't think we've been in a good place for a long time. Sean, you were onto it. You're onto it.
There we go.
And asking her for money was never about control. I wanted to see her take personal responsibility because that is what I would have done. FYI, Trish was with me and signed off on this post before I submitted it. She's read all of the comments. After doing so, we now understand that she does not wish to have such nice things and is worried about being too materialistic, as well as a prisoner in her own home, having to walk on eggshells in the fear that she might break something else.
This was it.
She is also so sad that I was not able to show compassion and let it slide. I do struggle with showing empathy and compassion sometimes. I also agree with the people that commented on the arguments spanning 3 days. It's exhausting for both of us. Life is too short. We have fights like this all the time, and it's wearing on both of us. It might be time to call it quits.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
I think that they potentially have got to the correct conclusion. It sounded that way. Even that's what literally what I said early doors. It's like, if you're gonna, it's either that is your personality, and no matter if everything is going like, it's all rainbows and unicorns and everything, and you're still like that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit different to, there's a lot of there's an underlying current that's been going on.
Yeah. What if there's a plot twist and Trish held the glass and looked at it at the start of this story? He was in the other room. She just looked at the glass and dropped it and let it smash to the floor and was like, this is my way out.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. Like, can you imagine? He walks out of the room going, Trish, don't forget to turn off the lights in there because 40% of this light bill is yours. This ain't mine, motherfucker. Fuck you and your mum. That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, Sean. I've got another one locked and loaded, but I think we should crack on with a couple from you, mate. What have you got for us in the area of internet where there's a lot of buzz and chat about, or in the depths of the corners of the internet that we're finding these big conversations? Because, boy, I tell you what. Oh man, there's some. While Sean's digging and diving through it, we found some cool stuff that's pretty on some interesting websites. But I've also got some funky tech stuff coming up. Anyway, Sean, are you ready? Ready to roll?
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
So this one's gonna. I don't know. I don't think this will divide opinion, but let's see. I lent my PlayStation to my friend.
This isn't going well already. Sorry, this isn't going well already.
Also, do you have just a spare PlayStation?
Lending your whole PlayStation. Yeah, man.
Lending a controller, but lending. I'll make you. I don't know.
Even when you lend a controller, did you do the thing where you got like the serial number on the back of the controller? You have to though.
Wait, do you take the back off and put like a sneaky sticker somewhere so you know that's yours?
Scratch a little M on it for Marcus or a B for Bronzy. Yeah, man. Trust me, you have to be like that when you give Sean a control pad. You know?
Hey. Well, we don't even have the same console. So
I know. Sorry about that, Sean. See, if it was about an Xbox, then this wouldn't even be put on Reddit, bro, because man wouldn't care about it.
It would be more viral if it was Xbox. Talking about. Right. So this chap, he lent his friend this PlayStation, and his mate sold it to buy weed. Right.
What?
He also owes me about $800. He apologized. Should I forgive him?
So this is a short but snappy one. I feel like there's more to unpack in this.
There is a lot to unpack in this.
But I'm going to presume they already owe you $800.
If it doesn't, hold on. It looks that way. I would say if someone owed me $800, I potentially wouldn't be like, borrow my PlayStation as well.
Exactly. And even if it was flipped, if somebody had borrowed your PlayStation and hadn't given it back to you and then asked you for $800, probably not going to give them $800, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? I feel like this guy's made a rod for his own back previously.
Yeah. How do you I wish I had the finesse to get $800 out of somebody, and a PlayStation. If I could do that to all of my mates, that'd be fucking nice. It's a one-shot thing, though. You only get to do it once, though, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, potentially not. You get to do it twice, right? Do you know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, this fucker hasn't paid me back my $800.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got. Oh, yeah. Take my PlayStation. Anything else that you want?
So yeah, no. If somebody owed me $800 and borrowed my PlayStation, and what is the conundrum? What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they asking?
So this was a poll, right?
Yeah. It's a poll, right?
These are the options.
Right.
Number 1, forgive him.
Okay.
Number 2, don't forgive him. Number 3, wait a while, then forgive him. What? Other response, unsure. They're the ones. So it's really forgive him or don't forgive him. I mean, we can include this, wait a while. And no, but potentially, that's one of them ones, in it, where you're like, oh, I'm going to let him stew for a bit. So he thinks about what he's done, innit?
He's not going to be thinking about what he's done because he's smoking weed. He's smoking a fat spliff and playing FIFA. Smoking a fat suit and just, he's not caring. So is there not an option to get my money back, though? I'd want that to be an option, get my money back.
Well, let me see if there's like a bailiff link on.
Yeah, should I rob him? That's a hard one. I think we've all lent stuff and never seen it again. Sometimes it just happens. I think because Sean and we're in it, we used to buy records. We used to have buy records and DJ and stuff. I'm sure I've lent a record to somebody and I'm never going to see it again. I'm sure I've picked up a record from somebody and they're never going to see it again.
Yeah. But that's kind of like clapping someone's lighter, or like you watch a DVD that you really like, or Blu-ray or whatever, and then you end up lending it to people because you're like, oh, you got to see this, and then
never see it again.
How many copies of like Snatch have I bought? Like
enough. I've got like 3 of yours.
So they've all gone.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Or someone's like, oh, can I borrow a cigarette? I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, borrow a cigarette. What are you going to do? Unsmoke that and give that to that. Here you go, bruv. I've unsmoked it. Here you go.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Cool. Keep it.
So yeah, man, I think you can't. I'm like, lend stuff that you're happy with never seeing again in the same condition. If you give someone something and expect to come back in exactly the same condition, then you're kind of fooling yourself. If it's something small, like I don't know, something small. I don't know, something small like a pen. You could expect it to come back with no ink. If it's a car, things happen. Come back with no petrol.
Pen and they used all of the ink and then gave you the pen back. I'll be like, who the fuck is this guy?
That's a dick
like,
move.
You see, this is where for me, this is where this it comes down to with this, right? It's all about the person that you're lending to.
Yeah.
It's a bit like if you have a friend who is flaky, and you're like, this person usually flakes.
Yeah.
Then if they flake on you and you get upset about it, it's your own fault.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. At a certain point, first flake if you get a little bit upset.
No,
with
but
them,
if you know this person already, so
you're
if
right.
you know
You're
this
right.
person
You're right. Yeah.
isn't giving you back your $800.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, then you're like,
Yeah, we've all got that flaky friend as well, innit? That super flaker, and then you're just like, if they flake, you expect them to flake, innit? Like, we've got a mutual flaky friend who's literally disappeared off the face of this earth. There's no hard feelings, but we do crack jokes whenever they come up in conversation. We're like, who's that? Yeah, I forgot about them, bruv. You get me? But they flaked, innit? But, you know, if they choose to unflake and come back into the ether, then, you know, we'll welcome them with open arms until they flake off again.
So I think with this one, right?
Yeah,
it's about if you lend someone something, there are certain people that I could lend whatever to.
Yeah.
It didn't matter how expensive it was, how precious it was, and I know that I would either get that back or I would get a replacement of it back if for whatever reason they. So I feel like this guy needs to start setting barriers.
Yeah, he did. Oh shit! I was gonna
stop getting taken for a ride.
Still getting taken for a dickhead. I would say do not forgive. And we've got the results of the poll, which we'll get to in just a second, so you can think about what you do, listener, as well. I was about to ask you, what's the most expensive thing that you'd lend me? Like generic, don't be obvious about it. But then I realised, I've accidentally fucked up something of yours before when we went on holiday to Ayia Napa. Do you remember? You were pissed.
I didn't lend it to you.
You didn't lend it to me. No.
Yo, that was we were like what, 18 or
we were 18 in Ayia Napa. It was like our second day, and one of us had already crashed the moped. Not one of me and Sean. One of our mates had already crashed the moped within 30 seconds of getting it. Literally, we left from the moped shop, took 2 quarters, and we just smashed it into the back of a lorry. I think we were being silly, like on holiday, as you are. Everyone has a little bit of a laugh, and we like, you know, lads muck around, act a bit laddish, and I saw Sean standing by the edge of the pool and like pushed him into the pool, like, and then you looked at me, and as you're going, you're like, no, you dickhead, and I was like, right, why is he looking at me so seriously? And then you landed in the pool, and unfortunately, bruv, phones weren't waterproof back then, and you had your mobile phone in your pocket.
I didn't quite have the speed of mind to mid-air take it out and like, yeah, I didn't.
Shit, were you phoneless for the rest of the holiday?
I reckon so.
Fuck.
It's good that I haven't held it against you all these years, isn't it?
I did replace it though, didn't I? I think I gave you P. I did give you P.
I'm guessing so. Because I'd have been like, yo, bro.
I'm just saying it now. I'm like, yeah, man, I paid you, bro.
I'm not lending you my PlayStation.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, man.
But to be honest, those are they're pretty much like our jokes, isn't it? Like,
I've
got this guy just randomly slide tackling me in school, just out of nowhere. That
is the sort of thing that we do to each other at school. Randomly slide tackle. I mean, you threw a tennis ball in my face at school randomly for no reason.
Oh, one of them. Yeah, the accidental one. Yeah, I remember that.
It was accident, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
It was just such a big target that I couldn't miss.
All right, cool. So this poll, it's forgive, do not forgive, wait for a while and forgive. Or I'm just going for do not forgive, do not trust. You know what? Be cool with them. Don't forgive them for that. Or I'll just say don't forgive. If I had to pick one, don't forgive, because you're 800 plus a PlayStation out of your pocket now. If you forgive them, you might be inclined to give them another PlayStation again. Chat to them, be cool, but you know, maybe even smoke. Maybe over the rest of their life, try and smoke that much weed back off them. It's a long task. It's a hard task. That you're eventually 65 and you go,
we're even now.
Keel over.
Yeah, I think it's one of them ones, isn't it? You let things slide, but there's some things that you're like, I'm getting taken for a mug here. And I think you got to put your foot down at that point. So we're going to have a quick look at the results of the polls here.
Yeah, go on.
Right, let's see. Okay. forgive him.
Really?
No.
Okay. What's the winner?
No, I'm going to give you. Okay, so the winner is don't forgive this fucking guy. He's a dickhead.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
I mean, it was first came that with about 8,000 votes.
Really? Yeah.
Second came, which was wait a while. And then forgive him, which was about 700. And then 195 people thought that it was the right idea to forgive him.
Nah.
I reckon these are the people that are getting taken for a ride, though, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean,
don't give them a second chance, man. They're fucking up your shit.
yeah. But it's tough when this is the thing, right? When you got friends from like back in the day,
Yeah.
and you're like, but we've been friends for so long. Surely they're not like properly trying to mug me off, but they might be in this case.
Yeah, if I'm gonna lend it, I've got to be ready to not see it again, or it to come back not in the same way that it went out. As there's a couple people I've lent stuff to, it's come back exactly the same, but you got to expect it to not come back perfectly. Do you know what I mean? Interesting.
Just don't lend your mate who's irresponsible like your car, innit?
Yes. You know, I think we've heard stories of. I think I know someone who's lent someone else their car and it's not come back in. It's come back with a bit of lamppost attached to it. Yeah, I mean,
that's
and it's just never come back. That is not cool. Right, what you got next, Raj? You got another poll for us, Sean?
Do you know what? I was just having a look at the comments here.
Yeah, go.
I mean, people are like, there are some people here who are like, this guy's a leech. Tell him to fuck off, which is understandable. And then you got one or two people here who are trying to be more empathetic. Oh, he's buying weed. Has he got an addiction? Maybe you need to speak to him about this, and taking a different perspective on it. I would say that overall, most people are like, get rid of this guy. Get better friends now.
Forget this dude. Yeah. Get better friends.
Make more solid friends.
Yeah. All right, I'm with you on that, man. You got another poll for us?
Should we go one more poll?
Let's go one more poll.
One more poll.
One more poll. All
right, let's go with... this is a bit more of a existential poll.
Okay.
So we'll mix it up a little bit. So...
Doctor Who music.
Would you rather?
Oh, okay.
So would you rather have your future self pay you a visit, or you pay a visit to your younger self?
So would I rather have my future self pay me a visit, or would I pay a visit to my younger self?
Because one of them implies that you're going to relive a part of your life, no? I don't know if
I would
relive a part of my life.
I would like the future version of myself to visit me when I'm really young.
Are you?
Can we do that?
This guy.
Like, but young enough, not like 5, because I'm not going to understand. Like, okay, yeah, not Gaga at 5, innit? But 5, you're like, okay, yeah, right, thank you, Mr. Man. But like, if I was like
Mr. Man,
17 or 18, I would be smart enough to take notes. Like, even if I didn't understand it.
You could give your 5-year-old self like a handbook. Do you know what I mean? When you're 6, open this chapter.
Yeah, but the motherfucker would draw in it with crayons. Yeah. Lose it. You know what kids are like, innit? You know what I mean? Freaking hell. That's why we have gloves that have a bit of string on them to keep them together when you're 5, because you can't even keep those. And even I don't know why adults don't have those either. But I would definitely I'd want to hear from my future self. I want to know, man. I want to know.
So your future self to visit you now. Because they can give you I can give myself good information, but I don't know about reliving another part of my life that I've already lived again, like a repeat, like a game. I don't know.
How would that happen? Go on. I've lost you a bit.
Well, if your
future self comes back,
or if you were now to pay a visit to your younger self, how unless you're going to be reliving that life, it's fucking useless, isn't it?
I thought you just pop in and pop back. Like, I thought you pop in from the future, give the advice and pop back.
Oh, but then you would be changing the waves of time here, innit?
Oh, time travel.
Maybe when you came back, you would have been in a completely different place.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be moving back into apocalypse.
Maybe I'm reading too much into this. So
I think you are, bruv, if I'm honest.
You're right.
Chill out. Fuck's sake,
but what good would it be to go back to your younger self, tell your younger self all of these really important things, and then coming straight back to present day and being like, well, that was useful.
Don't you get to enjoy all the benefits of it though?
I don't know.
You would though, like you would. I don't know. We're getting too into it. Let's just pretend that whatever happens has a positive effect for you in the future when you come back. That's why we're talking about it.
All right.
Because you're never going to give your younger self advice that's going to, make sure that there's a World War III that happens. Do you know what I mean? You're going to give your younger self the advice. Yeah, I think I'd want Future to come back to me now because I'm young enough to still be quite mobile. I can make. Sean looked at me when I said mobile.
It's a stretch, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Well, I can't even do that anymore, stretching. But I think I'd want them to come back to me now because I've still got a decent bit of dough in the bank account. I know how things work. I've got links. Not too young,
You're
not
in a
too
position
old.
to take advantage of the information that you're going to give yourself, right?
Could do the best with it. Yeah, could do the best. You know what I mean? Whereas if I went to go back in time to a younger version of myself, I think I was too much of a prick to listen to an older version of myself. So.
Maybe. Yeah, you're like 16. You're like, you need to be like,
shut up, bruv. I'm a big man, I pay my own phone bill, bruv. Yeah? Yeah, man. 100%. 100%. How about you?
I was thinking about it from I would have to relive part of my life again, which I would be amazing to do for a short amount of time, but then actually having to relive sections of a life, I don't know, feels weird. So I would go with future self coming back, telling me some nuggets, some golden nuggets of information, some pearls of wisdom. Just drop those on me and then skate out.
I think I'd also give myself a dig. I don't know why. Like, if I saw the younger version of myself, I'd be like, yeah, just before I go, one more thing, and then disappear. I got ya.
Take that with you.
Yeah. Don't forget. 100%, man. 100%. That's really good. Was there a poll on this as well? What did people say?
There was. Okay, so it was fairly close. It was the majority said future me visits me.
Yeah.
And we were talking about half of that. Oh, no, not quite half. Like 2/3 said, I visit younger me.
Okay.
But who knows whether they started going into where my brain went.
Yeah, you went a bit too.
Relive. Yeah,
you went a bit too far, if I'm honest, mate.
Yeah, maybe they're just like, yes, and then they didn't quite sit with it for as long as.
You took it very seriously. I want to do some more polls in the future. Can we do some more of those on the show then?
Yeah.
We've got some quick fire stuff coming up. Actually, you know what? Should we get into before that, I've got some other stories that we can talk about in future shows. But there's also been some funky headlines that have been popping up in the good old tabloids and that over the last few weeks, and I want to share a few of them. Sean and I did a practice recording, and we spoke about some funky science. That's coming up in a few shows.
I enjoyed that.
I do enjoy that. Should we see if we've got any science in there? Let's see if we've got any.
Oh, I've got a story which is kind of.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
Some science.
Yeah, let's go for that science.
Do you want to hit one first? And it's kind. I mean, is it science? It's kind of science.
I'll tell you what. I've got some headlines of the week, right? And you can choose which one we go for. I'm going to roll through these headlines of the week. I'm going to give you all of them,
okay,
and you can pick one that we go for. Here's the headlines of the week.
Let's do it.
Chess grandmaster accused of cheating using anal beads.
That's already high up on the list. Okay, it's a good baseline.
Nursing home forced to apologise after a stripper is hired for residents.
Okay, it's good to know where your mind's at. So we've got anal beads and strippers straight out of the gate. Okay, this is.
Everyone makes mistakes, says a teen who karate kicked a 74-year-old man into a river.
What? How is that the excuse at the end? well, we all.
Hey, everyone makes mistakes, bro.
They all seem like good ones so far.
I've got a few more. Man driving for more than 70 years tells Nottingham police, "I've never had a license."
Okay, that's a legit. That's one I can fully understand.
Man woke up to go for a pee to find he was in a coffin and had been sacrificed.
I saw this. I saw this was in like South America or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
the picture of the guy and he had like blood on the side of him.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it.
I saw it in a paper or something.
Yeah, we get into that.
Okay.
Man suffers 100 erections a day and girlfriend says there's no rest. Underage kid goes into a bar using a Pokemon card as an ID and then passes out drunk. And
I'm now intrigued as to the vetting process on the Pokemon card prior to trying to get in. Was he like this, like looking in the mirror next to like a Charizard going,
is it a shiny?
I need to shine up my forehead a little bit, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
So those are our headlines of the week, Sean.
Oh, mate.
Oh, man. Which do you want to go for?
We're just gonna delve into one.
Oh, we can delve into one. Yeah.
Oh. I want to know about the kid who flying kicked the dude into the river. It's not funny, but it's so funny though. Like, I want to understand what his explanation is. This,
Okay, all right, wicked. It's out there, isn't it? Let me draw up the story for you. But I mean, everyone makes mistakes, though, man. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh,
I just want to know if his cop out is one of those things where you just go, well, sometimes you fuck up. You know, like the full way that he explains it out.
I mean, some of the comments were funny because some of the people were like, "Oh, this is an interesting version of Squid Games" and all that kind of stuff. Right. So the full story is a teenage boy who karate-style flying kicked a 74-year-old man into the River Mersey has apologized for his behavior and said, "Everyone makes mistakes." Benjamin Bridgman recorded a video apology outside court after pleading guilty to assaulting the pensioner in Warrington on Sunday. Benjamin Bridgman. Sounds like a kind of you that fly kicks. So, the 18-year-old admitted to assault by beating, and a 15-year-old co-accused who can't be named for legal reasons also pleaded guilty to common assault. There was multiple fly kicks. What the fuck are kids doing nowadays?
Wait, hold on a minute. How many?
So there were multiple kicks.
Unless the 15-year-old was just like goading him on.
Yeah. I hope. Well, I was going to say I hope so, but I guess that's the lesser of two evils. Like, because I hope there wasn't co fly kicks coming from the kid.
Do you reckon like they tried a kick initially and then he stumbled, but he didn't quite fall in, so they had to
finish him off?
Oh, no.
No. What it is
that feels even worse.
Yeah, it would be. No, actually, here you go. It's believed the 15-year-old filmed the shocking moment that Bridgman from Warrington kicked the elderly victim with force as he stood on the banks of the river. So the 15-year-old filmed it.
Okay.
He then posted it to Snapchat with a smiling emoji next to it. Fucking hell, bruv. Kids, man. Kids.
And his mates there like, how did I get found out?
I don't get it, man. Look, it's a mistake. I was just walking along the river and accidentally fly kicked him. Luckily, though, the victim, who was left struggling in the water, was rescued by two heroic schoolgirls, Ellie and Chloe Woods, both 14. Big up yourself. Ellie Hughes and Chloe Woods. The girls made a human chain to get him out of the water. Those responsible ran away and laughing could be heard in the footage.
Do you know what it is, right? I obviously cannot understand the initial thing of like flying kicking an old dude into a river.
Yeah.
And then the second bit would be when you see that my man, I mean, it's like 74, 75, so he's not a spring chicken, but when he's there struggling, you're like, I'm just going to leave this guy to potentially drown.
And run away. Yeah, that's bad.
But you know what? Sometimes you just make mistakes.
Sometimes mistakes are in it. Sometimes
it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah. Whoops. Come on, man.
When someone's trying to gaslight you, they're like, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
You're like,
come on, I dropped a £60 glass the other day. Come on, it's mistakes happen. Same thing, right? No. So yeah, after he left this court, he gave an apology and claimed he didn't realise how old the victim was. Here's a quote.
Hold on a minute. Because if man was 68, I'll fly kick him in the
Yeah, bruv, it's cool, bruv. If he was mid-40s, he's all right, bruv. And here's a quote. Obviously, I'm very sorry in that. This is how you know it's a quote, isn't it? That's how you know it's a quote.
Wait, obviously, I'm very sorry in that.
Yeah, that's the quote, bruv. Right.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm very sorry in that, it wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't realise he was 74 years old. That's his quote. Bridgman added, obviously, everyone makes mistakes in life. Do you know what I mean? That's the honest truth from the bottom of my heart. There's not much more I can say. Bruv, this kid needs to take accountability for their behaviour.
Yeah.
It weren't a mistake. You fucked up. You're a dickhead.
Proper. This should be in the other section.
Yeah, he is the arsehole. Yeah. His mum who supported
today
him.
I fucked up.
Yeah. Today I fucked up. Yeah. His mum who supported him in court said, "For me, I want the elderly gentleman to get better because my son's not a rogue." I'm sorry, mum. Your son's a rogue. Your son is a rogue. Because you know what's roguish? Fly kicking somebody into the river. Whatever age they are, bruv.
That is a bit of a rogue maneuver.
That's a rogue maneuver, innit? That's not like, a not remote thing. It's something he did stupidly at the minute. And nobody wants the fella. What's the word? Nobody wants the fella to, what's the word? Suffer. So for me, all I want is for that man to get his life back because it shouldn't have happened. Pointing to her son, she added, he's well in the wrong and he knows he's in the wrong. 100%. Benjamin adds, back in court in 3 weeks, so everyone will see me get sentenced, which I know, and I know that's what everyone wants. So you'll see me do my time, which I deserve. And yeah, man, sorry for what I've done. And that is it. Wow.
I mean, like, I'm not been trying not to be a hypocrite because, like, you've done some silly things in the past.
Very silly.
But there's levels. Isn't there?
I don't think I've ever fly kicked an elderly person into water, bruv.
No, not water.
Yeah, concrete, innit? It's concrete. Mud. No, actually, we did do something at school. Do you remember where they at the end of school one day in autumn, and autumn is the key thing to this, because they were doing some road works where they removed a whole massive paving stone out of the road.
Yes.
And there were loads of leaves around, and I think us as school kids like filled that hole with loads of leaves.
Well, it had one of those yellow. It had one of them, those yellow kind of what would you call them? You know what I'm talking about? Those yellow things that cover the holes.
That's it, manhole cover. He kind of like that. It was a cover for when there's a paving stone missing and they've dug a big hole in the ground.
Yeah. And that yellow thing got moved. When I say it got moved. I can't honestly, I actually can't remember whether
I think it was gone already, you know. Yeah. For the purpose of maintaining our image, innit? Benjamin moved it, yeah. And we filled it full of leaves, and then like it was the best hour of my life at that time, watching little kids like year sevens walk into these leaves and just disappearing up to their waist.
I mean, do you remember there was a guy with a bike. Do you remember there was the guy with a bike? And he rode up to it, and we were all hanging about, and he obviously clocked.
Yeah.
He clocked there was something fishy going on in it, but he rode up to it and he didn't quite clock quickly enough. Yeah. And he just went,
and his front tyre went into the hole. He disappeared. So yeah, it was a massive hole in the floor, and we filled it full of leaves, and it was just like our little booby trap for the afternoon. I think there might have been some bigger kids as well that came along. We were like, no, because you didn't want like year 11s to come and find you, innit? No, careful. Yeah, you guys are all right. It was like, yeah, you guys are all right. Well done.
Very true,
yeah, man.
Very true.
So there you go. That's those are headlines of the week. You selected that one. You want another one, don't you?
I want another one. Let's talk about this chess champion.
Anal beads.
Come on, man. What's really?
Yeah, it's a
right. Can I get some more context?
Yes, you can. You can get all the context. So the chess world has been rocked by rumors of anal beads and artificial intelligence.
That's a great statement.
Sean, the chess world has been rocked by rumours of not only anal beads, but also artificial intelligence. Bruv, the whole chess world is being rocked right now. Combined, bruv.
Combined?
The chess world is...
combined.
Combination. In combination, yeah. The chess world is rocking right now. So the world of chess has been rocked by the biggest scandal in years, and it involves artificial intelligence and anal beads.
I didn't ever think that I would hear those two things being brought into a sentence together and legitly make sense.
Yeah, what, chess and anal beads or artificial intelligence and anal beads?
I mean kind of both. The artificial intelligence one.
Now I'm thinking like beads of artificial intelligence, what do they just climb into people's booty holes? Is that what can you imagine that? That's like the start of a horror film. Jordan Peele's next horror film, isn't it? Get out. Get out.
Mate, I need to understand, because my brain's going, is he counting them? Is he counting?
Okay. I think I can shed some light on the matter,
Okay.
Last week, the world's chess champion Magnus Carlsen withdrew from a major tournament with a 350,000 prize money. Well, let me start that again. Last week, world chess champion Magnus Carlsen withdrew from a major tournament with a total prize fund of 350 grand for the winner. His unexpected defeat was from an underdog called Hans Niemann, right?
Wait, was that second place prize money?
He withdrew from a major tournament. Oh no, sorry. Let me get this right. I fucked up. He withdrew from the major tournament where there was 350 grand on the table. Okay. But he was unexpectedly beat by an underdog called Hans Niemann. That's right. Okay. So he announced his withdrawal in a cryptic tweet with a video implying that Niemann had cheated on him. Had cheated. The tweet was accompanied by a video.
Niemann had cheated on him.
Yeah.
Mate, they were in a relationship. Shocking. So I can let that slide.
So he said, "I've withdrawn from the tournament. I've always enjoyed playing in this, but I hope to be back in the future." And he put a like meme up with Jose Mourinho going, "If I speak, I'm in big trouble." So he's saying he basically doesn't want to say anything. Chess enthusiasts have gone online to speculate that Niemann may have been cheating with a computer assistance and anal beads.
Wait, hold on a minute. How have they? How is that like the first place that people are going? It must be that. It's got to be that AI and anal beads. It can't be anything else.
I don't know when
straight to the AI and anal beads.
Not even like winking. Somebody like looking at him going like that, going like left or something like that. Left. No, not that one. Hit me. Sorry, my Tourette's, like my chest Tourette. Sorry, no, not that one. Not that one. No, not that. It was literally anal beads. So currently they're obsessed with the notion that Hans Niemann has been cheating in this. It's called the Cinquefield Chess Cup tournament using wireless anal beads that vibrate him the correct moves. That's what they're saying. So it's like 2 vibrates to move it left, 4. But it's quite complex, though, isn't it?
It is, but this is again. I come back to the point of how are they potentially thinking that he's doing this? Is he there just going or something like during the thing? What like
his seat just goes. Yeah, I'm gonna smooth it. Check to that. Like they think he's got really weird wind.
No, but there have got to be some clues for them to come to that conclusion, and I'm wondering what these clues could potentially be. Were they like playing chess and there was just like an empty packet like from anal beads or something just lying there? And they're like, who's left their
who's left their anal chess beads? Their chess anal beads there lying around.
I need to know. I need to understand how.
We're trying to get to the bottom of it, but everyone was getting involved, including get to the bottom of it, including Elon Musk, who joined in on the debate, bruv. He was on Twitter as well, and he showed he reacted to a clip which showed someone discussing the possibilities of anal beads being used. He said, "That's probably a good one, right? An anal bead would probably beat the engine. I don't know. I don't really know." So I think this is people talking about.
Thanks, Elon.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
For that insight. Nah, man. This is the thing, right? It's like there's got to be a basis for the call out, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Here's another quote from Elon as well. He takes a famous quote from philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer. He says, "Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see, because it's in your butt." Fuck's sake. Man. But Hans has replied in a tweet saying, "The silence of my critics clearly speaks for itself. If there was any real evidence, why not show it?" Everyone.
No one wants to see it, Hans. No one wants to see the evidence. That's why,
Is anyone going to take accountability for the damage they've done? I mean, to be known that you've had you use anal beads to cheat. It's not good to be known as a cheater. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of like, and I think that's what he cares about the most. But I guess that's the only way you could cheat at chess if you weren't going to look at someone. If you weren't going to have visual clues or like wear an earpiece or something, it's got to be something in your butt. So now,
that's it.
That's it. Not in your shoe. Yeah, why not the vibrating shoe thing?
They've all gone down the same. They've all gone down the same.
They went straight to the butt.
Yeah, they've gone. What could it be? Must be the arse.
So does that now mean that if you want to be a chess grandmaster, you have to have a strip search? Like in the finals, they've got to take. Bruv, otherwise, how do you know?
What, they have to go through like some sort of butt plug sensor before they what's going
Bruv, they got to go manual. Security's got to go manual, bruv. Got to strap up.
Oh.
Get it out.
Also, let me ask you this.
Yep.
If you were, I'm going to use the term frolicking somewhere, 350 bags richer, would you care about the heat that you would be catching for these anal beads?
Nah, bro. Fuck it. You can say I put whatever in my ass, bro. 350 racks. Fuck off. Say what you want. As long as I get my prize money. But I think the person that's being accused, they want to maintain their integrity in it. They don't want to be known as like, you know, the anal bead cheater. They want to be known as being great at chess without any artificial intelligence in their bumhole.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So there you go, Sean.
I was going to say I hadn't deeped it, but I thought let me. And the guy's name's Hans as well. Hans and Arse. What is he up to, man?
We've got another chess one, which I'll save for next week, where a chess robot breaks a boy's finger for taking his turn too quickly. But we'll save that for another show. Okay, man. Right. So I think we've got a little bit of time here for some quick fire vibes out here. We have scoured the internet for the best of the worst, haven't we, Sean? The worst of the best, and those are going to be dad jokes, bruv. Should we take these in turns? I've got a few, Sean. I don't think I've got as many as you.
Nah. Do you know what it is? Dad jokes are a tough one.
I thought he was going to drop a joke in there. Those are the tough ones because
we're going to do one for one.
Yeah, here we go. One for one. Dad jokes of the week, September 2022. So we're going to go one dad joke at a time then, yeah? Okay. Dad jokes. Why can't you use beef stew as a password?
Don't know.
Because it's not stroganoff.
Good baseline. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. My wife is really mad that I have no sense of direction, so I packed up my stuff and write. Hey, can we just say from the get-go, yeah, that I feel like when it comes to just dumb jokes, that's where the best dad jokes are. The ones that don't really make that much sense and are just daft, innit? Those are the one that tickled me.
I packed up my stuff and right. All right. A clown held a door open for me. It was a nice jester.
That's a shit one. Shit one.
So shit, bro.
Yeah, but it's so shit that it's good though, isn't it? Yeah. It's like you know like the good shit films.
Yeah. Of course.
If it's like it's got to be really shit for it to be good.
Yeah.
All right, this is a one-liner. You got to hand it to blind prostitutes. Oh, that one tickled me. I like that one.
That's a good one, right? This one is a visual one, right? So we've got to explain what this looks like afterwards to the listener on the pod. A crab walks into a bar and says, "I'll have a pint of the usual, Dave," to the bar owner. Dave, the bar owner, says, I'm not serving you tonight, crab, because last night you were giving it all that. And for the listeners of the pod,
I like that.
Put my two hands up in the air, just did two crab hands. There you go, yeah.
I like that. Something like. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo?
I don't know. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo?
One is really heavy and the other is a little lighter. That one makes sense as well.
It's good. It's smart. Very smart. What does a confident pickle say?
Something about gherkin.
I'm a pretty big deal.
Okay, that was good. I'm going to say this encapsulates my humour in one joke, and this is like my favourite dad joke. What's red and bad for your teeth?
I don't know. What's red and bad for your teeth?
A brick.
What the fuck?
That is. Wait. Can I just? I'm going to add to this. I'm going to have to add to this. Right.
Go.
There's been twice where since I saw this joke last week, right? There's been 2 times where just randomly it's popped into my head and it's literally made me laugh, right? And one of them I felt like a crazy person because I was literally just lying in bed about to go to sleep and it popped into my head and I was just there chuckling to myself. And the other time was when I was on the train and I literally laughed out loud to myself. And then when you're like stifling a giggle when it just makes it worse and everyone's looking at you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of them on the way to work. It was too early.
And then people are looking at you like they think you're like the Joker in the new Joaquin Phoenix version. Like, Sean's just sitting there going,
I just needed a card.
yeah. Hi, I'm sorry. I suffer from reading really bad dad jokes. The PTSD from them hits me on the train in the mornings. Rah, man. I think you came with the strong ones, man. I did.
You got any more?
I'm done. You got some more? I'm done. Go.
So, this is it turns out Fox News has no actual coverage of foxes. Wait for it. I was also disappointed what I found on BBC. I mean, I will say this. Some of the responses are just. I mean, we love a good pun, don't we?
Yeah. Punderful.
So, all right, this one. Look. Why did Karen press Control Alt Delete?
I don't know. Why did Karen press Control Alt Delete?
Because she wanted to see the task manager. And I thought, I was like, oh, I like that. And then I thought, let me have a little scroll down. And then these are brilliant. You make a good PowerPoint.
Oh wait, these are extra bits, comments after this joke.
These are comments after the joke. Darn, she would excel at being a technician. Like it. You would make a good PowerPoint. Like it. She now has a different outlook. She's going to have a word or two with the poor guy. These can continue. Love a good pun.
Oh man, Sean, shut it down. Let's shut it down now, innit? Yeah.
Right, we do this.
Click on start and shut down, innit? Yeah. Oh, that was really good, man. Yeah, and I think that's it for this week's episode, bruv. I've had jokes. I think moving forward, we will be continuing to scour the internet to look for those funky ass stories. And I think I want some more dad jokes. We might have to do that every week, Sean. I do like the dad jokes, man.
I mean, I just love dad jokes, so I reckon I could do an hour of dad jokes.
Just an hour of dad jokes every week. Let's do it. But yeah, this has been How to Kill an Hour, the new season with a slightly new flavour with myself, Marcus Bronzy.
And myself, Sean.
Sean, that's it. Sean.
Sean.
Make sure you follow us on all social medias at How to Kill an Hour. And I'm on social media at Marcus Bronzy, MarcusBronzy. We will also have a TikTok where we'll have clips of the show, YouTube where you can watch the show now because we shoot it, and we'll obviously be on Instagram as well. So yeah, like I said, all socials. And where can we find you, Sean?
On road. So you can
find me on the road.
Public transport.
On the train, laughing to himself.
Yeah. If you see someone laughing to himself on the train, it's probably me.
Definitely. If you see Sean out and about, make sure you give him a spud. You get me? And just say, all right, mate. What's going on, bro? Yeah, this has been How to Kill an Hour. Thank you for killing some time with us. Peace.
What do you think, bro?
I think.